Hello and welcome back to our study on loving God. Today we are in Heart Love Stage 4, which is beholding. So we're past the halfway mark in this first type of love. Beholding is a little deeper or a lot deeper than stage 3, finding God. The difference really is with beholding, we are recognizing just the magnitude of the majesty of God, and we're humbled by that. In the workbook on page 50, I've described beholding as feeling humbled by God's majesty and a desire to give him praise. So this is another one of those stages which you can take time to just sit and be with God, to experience his majesty and to feel the humbling of yourself when you find yourself in his presence. I'll read from Luke chapter 10. You're probably familiar with this, with Mary and Martha. It says here, starting with verse 38, as Jesus and his disciples were on their way, he came to a village where a woman named Martha opened her home to him. She had a sister called Mary who sat at the Lord's feet listening to what he said. But Martha was distracted by all the preparations that had to be made. She came to him and asked, Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to do all the work by myself? Tell her to help me. Martha, Martha, the Lord answered, you are worried and upset about many things, but few things are needed, and indeed only one. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her. So Mary was sat at the feet of Jesus, even though there was a lot of work that needed to be done. Martha was in the kitchen, presumably preparing food or whatever preparation she had to make for Jesus and whatever crowd of followers had came with him into her home. But none of that mattered. What mattered was Jesus was there and we can sit at his feet. So that's what Mary did. She did the right thing by just sitting at his feet. So that's really what you're going to be doing in this stage 4 of growing in your heart love for God, is just sitting at the feet of Jesus. You can meditate on his word. You can linger a little longer in your prayer time. When you go out for a walk, you can be mindful of God and his presence. A few of the things that we've mentioned in the book is, take that time. One of the places in the Bible which is really, really good for opening up the majesty of God is the book of Job. Chapters 38, 39, and 40, they go on and on and on at just how majestic God is. So if you're not finding it for yourself in your own prayer meditation as you go for a walk, try reading the book of Job, chapters 38, 39, and 40. One of the things we mention in the textbook is when you read those chapters, count up or underline in your book all the things in nature that God oversees. And if you're not overwhelmed by him in reading that, then I don't know what's wrong. I mean, it's just amazing the amount of things that God is doing, and he is worthy to be praised because of that. Another good remedy or a good tip for beholding God, I think, is worship music. I think of one of the old classics, How Great Thou Art. So get some good earphones, put that on your phone and just listen to it, good and loud, and just really let that minister to you. Worship music can really help you get into the presence of God and feel him, just that sweet spirit ignite inside you. So that's what your work is as you study stage 4. It's just allowing yourself to get closer and deeper. Now that you've found God, just really allow yourself to get deep into relationship with him, really just to see what he's like, more to behold his majesty and feel your humility before him. That's your challenge as you work through stage 4, beholding God. It's a beautiful place to be. So I'm praying for you that you can get deep into that space and really be ministered to by the Holy Spirit as you work in this phase. God bless you all.